Hi, this is Jane with Jayne Design. In this tutorial, I want to show you how to work with menus in your WordPress website. So to begin with, again, we're going to have two tabs open. We're going to have our dashboard open and our front end open so we can see our changes. Right here in the back end, in order to find your menus, which is this menu bar across the top, notice that there's top level links and then what we call secondary or child level links. We can even have flyouts from here as well. So there's options even beyond what you see here. So I'm going to show you how to create those. Oftentimes what we think intuitively is that all we need to really do is create posts or pages and that they'll automatically populate our navigation bar, but that isn't the case. So fortunately we actually have a way to manage specifically what goes up in that navigation bar. And actually we even have opportunities to put navigation in our footer as well, depending on what kinds of settings we're dealing with. So for this tutorial, we're just going to cover this top level primary menu bar. So to find your menu, you're going to go to Appearance and then down here to Menus. And we're going to make sure that we have our primary top menu selected. And in here you can see that the same structure is happening here. In other words, we've got the About Melissa, What is Energy Medicine, and Energy Services. Those are secondary links. And we can see if we go over here to the front end, we have the same exact structure. So that's because this is what's driving that navigation. Now, in order to add navigational links, this is really very user-friendly, but it does take a little bit to get used to. We can add to our navigation bar, we can add pages. And let's click over here to View All so we can see all of them. And note if you have so many, you can even do a search. So we've got View All Pages if we want to add a page of content to our menu bar. We can add posts. Let's go to here to View All. If you want to add a post over here, you can add a custom link if you wanted to add a URL. So if there's a specific URL on your website that maybe isn't a post or there's something very specific, maybe you even want to send someone away from your website, which I almost never recommend, but that is an option here. And then you can add categories. So the category is perhaps the one that might be hardest to wrap your head around. And what that means is you're adding a category of posts to your navigation bar. So if you've created posts, for instance, like we have here in the testimonials, where this is a URL that displays all of the posts for the category called testimonials, or if you have a category of posts that you've dictated and designated as blog, this is how it would show up here. So if you wanted to add that, let's say the blog has already been added, you would just click here and add it to menu. And once you do that, once you add one of these items to the menu, let's say we add this blog again to the menu. Now we have the ability to move this around wherever we want it to, just by sliding it up and down. So if we put it here, that would be at the same top level as this other one, it would be a duplicate. And if we wanted it to be secondary, we would just slide it over a little bit. So it's really a very, very simple process. And when we're done, we click Save, and then we'll notice the changes over here. Now, another thing I want to take a look at here, though, is your category designation here. So, for instance, this one says Category Archive, and what we'd really like this to say is Blog. So what I want to do is, first of all, I don't want to save this, so I'm not going to save it here, but I'm going to go up here to posts and categories, and I'm going to update that. And we're going to edit this blog category. And down here under the archive title, I'm going to put blog. I'm going to update that. When this is finished, I'm going to come over here, hit refresh, and we can see that this has changed. And now we can see that this navigation, when we navigate to blog, we're going to see this page here, and that's the post category blog that's being shown to us on that page. Now when we do that, all of the blog posts that we've designated as blog are going to be here, and they'll be stacked. However, however your particular theme will stack them will be different, but this one stacks it in this manner. And then we just click here to see the individual posts. Okay, so that's how we work with our menu bar. I hope that gets you started, and please don't hesitate to call me if you have any questions. Thanks for watching.